Hi friends, welcome back, story time. Today I have a story about two turtles. It's called Gary and Harry, The Adventures, the Tale of Two Turtles. This book is written by Lisa Watsumoto and the pictures are by Michael Ferrua. Gary and Harry. They love life underwater. And they eat different foods, huh? They're turtles. One mistakes a plastic bag for some food. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. The Adventures of Gary and Harry. Okay, let's get started. Glasses on. Okay. Deep in the sparkling sea, Gary, the green sea turtle, and his very best friend, Harry, the hawksbill turtle. Oh, look at his bill is different than this one. He has a hawksbill. See how it's pointy right there? Each day they would swim to the surface and happily dive beneath the waves, coming up to the surface and jumping through the waves. That sounds like fun. Gary and Harry loved their carefree life in the sea, and they liked to visit many ocean friends. What does that mean? They loved their carefree life. No worries. Yeah, no worries. They like to visit their friends and play. Olivia the octopus and Larry the lobster. And even Herman, the grumpy old hermit crab, who was really nothing but a big softy under that crusty old shell. Do you see the hermit crab? He's nothing but a softy. That means that he's very tender. That's why he has that shell to protect him. That crusty old shell. It's the outer layer. And he's probably had it for a long time, so it might have gathered lots of things on there too, huh? On his crusty old shell. For Gary and Harry, each day was a great underwater adventure. Some days they would explore deep into the dark underwater caverns. Underwater, there are caves, and they would go on adventures. What's an adventure? An adventure is an exciting trip. They would take exciting trips to the bottom of the ocean caves. It does sound exciting, doesn't it? Other days they would stretch and search for long lost treasure. Deep in the holes of the old sunken ships. You see that? They're in a big ship. In the holes of the ship is in that big body of the ship. And they would find treasure in the holes of the ships. Wow, sunken ships. When they wanted a good laugh, they would visit the crazy clownfishes who perform in Harold Harlequin Shrimp's spectacular sea circus. Oh, look at that. A sea circus with those clownfish. Look at, they look really happy, huh? What are Harold and Gary going to do next? Let's see. One day, after their morning adventure, Gary and Harry were especially hungry. As always, it was difficult deciding what to have for lunch, since they had very different tastes in food. They like to eat different things. How about a salty seaweed salad made of fresh algae? Gary suggested. Do you see it? What is algae? It kind of looks like a plant. It's a little tiny organism. They're found all over the world. And you know what they do? They make oxygen. It's pretty cool. But Harry said, "Yuck! Algae?" Making a face. How do you think he feels? He doesn't even want to try it, does he? "I'd rather have a nice, tasty jellyfish," he said. So Gary likes to eat algae, but Harry doesn't. He wants to eat a jellyfish. His wish had been answered, for suddenly a school of jellyfish floated by. Wow! Look at all those jellyfish. Look at them. There are a lot. Some are big and some are little. Look at those jellyfish. Harry quickly swam to the largest one, and he swallowed it in one big gulp. Harry expected to hear a satisfied "ah," but instead Harry responded with a terrified "uh-oh, what's happening?" Harry was gasping and choking. Uh-oh, it was very difficult for him to breathe. Uh-oh, that was no jellyfish. It was a plastic bag. Harry knew many sea turtles that had died from choking on plastic bags, but he never once thought it would happen to him. Oh no, look at that. He thought it was a jellyfish, and he ate a plastic bag. What are they going to do now? It's hard for him to breathe. Harry desperately tried everything to remove the plastic bag, but it just wouldn't come out. His life flashed before him. Luckily, Gary had just completed his turtle safety class, and by using the Heimlich maneuver, the plastic bag flew right out from Harry's throat. Do you see what he did? It's called the Heimlich. He took around his waist and he applied pressure. He used some force to squeeze him, and he pushed that bag right out of his mouth. He had to use some skill, huh? Yeah, he had to do some moves on him, the Heimlich, to get that bag out. Stop him from choking. "Whew, that was close," Harry said, while catching his breath. "How did a plastic bag get in the ocean anyway?" "How else?" Gary answered. "The humans. Well, they need to be more careful to keep their trash out of our homes," Harry said very angrily. Gary couldn't agree with him more. Look at that. They were very upset. Someone put a plastic bag in the ocean. Right in their home. Suddenly, Gary's stomach rumbled. All the excitement worked up his appetite. "Well, I'm starving now," he told Gary. "Let's get some lunch." Just then, a beautiful jellyfish floated by. "Look, Harry, just what you asked for. Lunch." After that, Harry had been through, suddenly all the jellyfish didn't seem very appealing. "Maybe I'll try one of those salty seaweed salads instead," he said. Gary's face quickly lit up. "Well, I know the perfect place to go," he said excitedly. He's going to show him where to get some algae for lunch. And with a flick of their flippers, they quickly dove through the crystal blue water, eager to enjoy a nice, delicious, and relaxing lunch. I wonder if they'll go on another adventure after lunch. The end. Oh, there's some pictures in the back of some other animals. There's some different sea turtles, lobsters. Let's see if we can see this one. Oh, there's the shrimp and the clownfish. The jellyfish that Harry'd like to eat, huh? That was a nice story. I wonder why they didn't realize that the bag was not a jellyfish. What do you think? And why was Gary so scared when Harry had that bag in his mouth? What will they do next time? And how can we keep those bags out of the ocean? Keep the animals safe. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.